Creating an enticing vacation policy is no longer just a nice to have, it's a must have. These days, employees are looking for different types of paid time off to meet their diverse needs, whether it's for personal growth, family time, or even just recharging their own batteries. Meeting those expectations shouldn't be a headache for you. And with Vacation Tracker, you have the flexibility to create custom leave policies that will perfectly align with your current team's needs. Because when it comes to time off, one size definitely does not fit all. Hey there, it's David from Vacation Tracker here, and today we're going to be covering one of the more essential features that we offer, which is of course to create custom leave policies or leave types. To get started, as always, you're going to want to log into your Vacation Tracker account and navigate to the left-hand menu and click on Settings to open this option up further. To create our custom leave policy, we just need to click on the leave types option in the menu here. And as you can see in my account, I already have quite a few active already. But let's create one from scratch together. So we're going to click on the create a leave type button you see here. And now we just need to decide on the policy and its rules. Let's say, for example, we want to implement a birthday policy in which all employees are going to be entitled to their birthday as a day off or the next available business day. So we're going to name our policy as such, and we're going to choose a color that will appear in the system. Next, you may sometimes see this page, and it's just letting you know that in this case, we already have a similar leave type that exists in the system. In this case, it is sick day, and that it might not be necessary to create an entirely new one. For our purposes, we know that birthday is going to function different than sick day, so we're going to proceed by clicking on yes, I want to create leave type. And now we have access to the settings for the leave type. We're going to start by choosing what locations it will be applied to. By default, it'll automatically assign it to all locations in your system, but you can easily check these off if you didn't want to apply to certain locations. Next, we have the basic settings for the leave policy, including if we need approval, if we want to allow a negative balance, as well as the quota. I'm not going to go through each of these as they're quite self-explanatory, but if you weren't sure what something meant, you can just hover over a tooltip and it'll let you know. And as we know, there's only one birthday in a year, so we're going to leave the quota as 1. Now, before I proceed and click on create and assign, you'll notice that there are 3 additional settings we have access to, which include accruals, brought forward, and toil. These are topics I have covered in other videos, so I suggest taking a look at those if you're interested in learning more about them. But for our birthday policy, we do not need to activate any of these, so we're going to click on create and assign. And now you'll see that the birthday leave type has been created and has been assigned to the relevant locations. But now let's say you want to assign that leave type to a location that doesn't currently have it. You could do so rather quickly by finding the leave type, clicking on the plus symbol in the locations column, and then once the page loads, you'll have the locations section at the top that'll only display locations that doesn't have the leave type applied. As an alternative to this method, you can actually navigate to locations and pick the specified location where the leave type is not applied by going to the leave policies tab on the location and then clicking on assign leave policy. What I like about this method is if you click on assign leave policy, you'll see not just the one leave type, but any leave type that's not applied to this location. And if you decide to proceed with this method, when you click on assign leave policy, you'll be able to customize it completely, including those other features that were currently locked and only accessible from the locations section. If you did want to just copy it over, you do have that option. By default it says don't copy, but if you click on the drop down, you can copy over the exact specifications you have for birthday in a different location. Once you're happy with it, you can click on save to have it applied to this location. And now in this case, our birthday policy has been applied to Canada as well. So now when an employee goes to request leave in the leave type section, they'll have the new option appear if they're at a location where the policy is active. Similarly, if an employee goes to the user profile page to check out their leave balances, when they scroll down to the leave type section, the new one will appear along with the assigned quota. So now wherever you choose to view your leave information, whether it's the dashboard here, or the calendar view that we have, or even the wall chart, you will see the leave type appear with the chosen color, so it's easily identifiable. And now your leave policies can be made just the way you like them. Thanks again for watching this video. I do hope you find it helpful and informative. But as always, if you have questions, comments, or even want to just leave me a little bit of feedback, you can do so right down below, and we will respond to you as soon as possible. In addition to this video, we have written a few help desk articles on how to create custom leave policies, so if you prefer learning about them that way, do be sure to check those out. And of course, as always, if ever you run into any trouble whatsoever, you can always reach out to our incredible support team who is always happy to help. That's going to be all for this video. Happy vacationing!